Coming up next, could be one of the highlights of the 1982 football season, the Southern California Trojans and the Florida Gators. A very hot, muggy day in Gainesville, Florida. It is a game that involves considerable risk for Southern California in traveling all the way across the country to play a good Florida team. Florida, on the other hand, scheduling. Southern California knows full well a win could send their national stock soaring. So it is a very interesting intersectional game between the Trojans and the Gators. We'll have it after this word from your local station. It is a blistering hot day at Florida Field in Gainesville. The temperature up around 90-odd degrees. On the field, surely well over 100. We'll have more than 72,000 people to watch this afternoon as Southern California meets Florida for the first time. Hello, I'm Keith Jackson, along with Coach Frank Broyles. And John Robinson worried Frank about coming here, playing in the afternoon, and getting this kind of weather, and it's just like the good Lord is from Florida. He's given him all the heat he can handle.
Keith, the advantage definitely rests with Florida because they are accustomed to this heat, and I'm sure Coach Pell has been saying, what heat, what heat?
For Florida, I see this as maybe the biggest image game they have ever played.
I think so, Keith. It's a golden opportunity. What Charlie Pell doesn't want to happen is his team to get sky high, make mistakes, and fall flat. What he's been doing all week is the Trojans come out for the football game.
The Trojans 9-3 last season under Coach John Robinson, starting his 7th year as the head man in Los Angeles with a record of 59-11-2. They were ranked 13th. They've got air conditioners over there behind the bench. They've got sacks and sacks of ice. They'll try to stay cool, and now the roar for the hometown Gators. The Gators with a win under their belt, ranked 16th. Coach Charlie Pell, 4th season, 0-10-1 his first year, Frank, but he started to turn things around. He's gone 8-4 and 7-5.
Keith, I have to believe that this heat down here will affect even the best conditioned athlete. Take a look at the temperature. It is 100 degrees. It was hotter than that. There is a slight breeze blowing now. The clouds are starting to roll in. I have talked with both team doctors. I have spoken with the trainers. They have taken precautionary measures. But I would have to think some of these guys will suffer muscle cramps today. Keith?
And here are the Gators now operating first down from their 49. Wayne Peace getting pressure, gets his pass off. Pass is complete to James Jones, and Jones is down at the Southern California 42. James Jones coming back in at fullback. He made a spectacular catch last week to pull out a win late in the ball game against the tough Miami Hurricanes. Peace to throw. Throws it short again to Jones, and Jones hammered out of bounds at the 30. That will be another Florida first down. Now it's 3rd down. Third and 10, Salisbury getting some heat. They get him. Number 51, Tim Newton. Florida's version of the refrigerator. Second and 10 from the 45 for the Gators. He swings it out to Hampton. He's a speed burner. Got a little help over there, but not enough. As the Trojans get him, Joey Browner at the 15. Kamana is in at fullback now. Crutcher is the tailback. Red's got it. He's hit at the 15. Will fall ahead to about the 17. Now this Florida crowd have their hackles up. Wilber Marshall and Fernando Jackson.
Wilber Marshall, number 88, was all Southeastern Conference. He's the leading tackler, even though he plays out on the wide linebacker. But they told me today they're going to let him chase plays from behind, and they hope that he could catch the tailback from the far side, and he does for a great play. Wilber Marshall, number 88.
Give him a yard. Just inside the 28. Salisbury again has some time, gets it off over the middle. The pass caught by Simmons, and then comes loose. Was it caught? Yes. Fumble. Florida recovers. Tony Lilly, number 18.
Tony Lilly.
Flanahan out for academic reasons. Fumble. Gators have got it, I think. Florida's ball. Number 52, Ricky Williams, a sophomore from Pensacola. 6-footer, a 270-pound nose guard came up with it.
Let's watch the left guard pull, and he's going to bump into and knock the ball out of Salisbury's hand. Number 71, which is the left guard Moore, pulled and knocked the ball out of Salisbury's hand. Florida recovers. A big
2nd down and 8. Little pop pass quick to the sidelines to Dixon. Dixon is wrestled down at about the 28. That'll be a Florida 1st down. Stetler, of course, transferred from Penn State over to West Virginia. 2nd down and 7. Ball at the 20, just inside the 25. Peace up with it, puts it in the air. Yes! The catch made down at the Southern California 2-yard line. Spencer Jackson.
Southern Cal is in a 2-deep secondary. This is where it's weak. You can see the safety man just couldn't get over to the ball and defend against that sideline cut. Spencer Jackson is going to go in behind the first man right there, which was Troy West. Now look how wide open he is. That's the weakness of the defense. If you can hit it, the timing was perfect.
Well, the Florida Gators, 4th down and goal to go from the Southern California 1. Wayne Peace trying to sneak the ball in, was knocked back for at least 2 feet. If they try to fly now with Hampton again, he's got to have some wings. He's got to go farther. They split the backs this time.
They're very definitely not going over the top. They're going to roll out.
Peace stands up, throws for the corner. It's a bad pass. Did he catch it? My gosh, the kid caught it. Spencer Jackson came down with it. He threw it over the left shoulder, the trailing shoulder, and the kid made a marvelous catch. Spencer Jackson from Boca Raton. That's as good a catch as you'll ever see.
I was going to say that too, Pete. I don't think I've ever seen a more dramatic play than Spencer Jackson made looking at. Let's see it again on the isolation. Number 14, Johnson, Hopper's trying to look at him over the right shoulder. Now he's got to turn and adjust, establish eye contact with that ball. Watch him turn his head, stretch his arms. Sensational. I don't know how you can explain it any other way.
From the 37 of Florida, 1st down, Southern California.
Blitz again.
They got him too. 3rd down. And about 13 just inside the Florida 40. Penalty flag thrown. That's going to be an illegal procedure against Southern Cal, but they've sacked Salisbury all the way back on the USC 40, so I think they will decline the penalty. Michael Harper in motion turned upfield too soon.
You can see why. He's 6'2", 240 pounds, 4'6" speed, but watch him come, take on the blocker. 71 is Moore, who weighs 260 pounds. Watch Marshall go. That's a tremendous effort. You can see he's high as a kite for this football game.
They split the backs now. He's going to throw that little popper, and it works. Oh, look at this. He's got Dixon open across midfield and down out of bounds at the Southern California 48-yard line. He took a piece of dynamite, shook it in his hands, hit the end off of it, and by gosh, it worked.
Watch the safety man, Joey Brown, and miss him right there. And you see Dixon, number 83, with extra speed. I'm sorry, it was a cornerback. Brown was over on the left. Finally makes the play. The one that a gutty call by Mike Shanahan, the offensive coordinator of Florida.
Gain of 47 yards on the play. State-Illinois game. It is suspended for a period of time. Florida's leading Southern California 7-0. And the Florida Gators in the final seconds of the 1st half moving the football as that snap pass to Tyrone Young. 2nd down and 3 from the Trojan 22. Ball goes to the fullback, James Jones, and Jones runs through 2 tacklers to the corner. Touchdown! The Florida Gators show you some wheeling and and dealing, and then they give it off to their horse, and he ran right through 2 Trojan tacklers and slammed it in the end zone.
And a key block by Tyrone Young, number 10, allowed him to go all the way for the touchdown. Wide receiver, look at the pop in the block. There's the blocking where the offensive line just opens up the hole. Jamie Jones is a great football player. Good speed, 4.6. You can see that as a fullback, he has outstanding speed, and he breaks for the corner of the flag and makes the touchdown.
Brian Luft along the defensive line.
Tyrone Young, number 10, who was a former quarterback, he stays with his block. Watch this. He's blocking on number 8, which happens to be Matt Johnson. He rolls. Watch this second little effort right here by his head. Just enough to throw Jones in and allow Jones to go in for the touchdown. Oh, it's just great team effort for the touchdown by everybody.
Florida Gators have a 14-0 lead over the Southern California Trojans at halftime in Gainesville. Right now, here is Tim Brandt with Coach Charlie Pell.
Coach, I've got to ask you about the series down here, the first touchdown. Why did you go with the quarterback sneak or the draw play up tight instead of Jones?
Well, we thought the linebackers were shooting so much for our going over the top. That's why we wanted to go with a sneak. But they pinched it in and stopped it. Did a great job.
You've got to be pleased. The offense, with its back to the wall, came up with a big play time and time again. The defense now has sacked Salisbury 4 times, minus 40 yards.
Well, we had some mental breakdowns on our kicking game. We had a penalty. We had to take a timeout when we didn't have our substitution right, and we got 2 consecutive penalties on one time. We lost our poise there at the beginning of the second quarter. And poise is a key, playing a team as great as USC.
Second week in a row, penalties have hurt you.
They are hurting us bad, and they're youngsters, and they're mental things, and that's what we got to have the second half.
Okay, back up to you, Keith.
All right, Tim. So Charlie Pell goes to the locker room with a 14-0 lead. We'll be back with the halftime activities from the 25. Salisbury gives the ball off to the tailback Harper. And pouncing on him is Wilber Marshall.
And all the way from
a new record for attendance here at the University of Florida, 73,238.
We're looking at the new addition. The end zone has been made into a horseshoe, adding 18,000 seats. They removed 8,000 temporary bleachers.
Ball goes to the tailback, Michael Harper, turns it back to the 42, and that'll do it. Wilber Marshall.
Wilber Marshall, number 88, all Southeastern Conference last year. He's got a free roamer. He just plays football. The coaches say, Wilber, just go find it. We don't care where it goes. You chase it. You have the speed, and it comes right to him on this time, and he makes the play.
Harper is the tailback. Kamana is the fullback. The blitz is on, and Marshall gets Salisbury.
Wilber Marshall makes a sensational play. He gets the jump on the snap count, and he goes right by the left offensive tackle, who happened to be Mosbar. Watch the left view screen. He is going to jump right outside, and the guard is coming out to get him, which happens to be Moore, and he can't get him, and it's a free shot at the back of Salisbury, the quarterback, by Marshall.
The 5th sack of the Southern California 27. Loss of 8. Harper isn't going anywhere. It's Marshall again.
This is one of the great performances we've seen in a long time. Marshall is going to always line up where there's no tight end, meaning he has a free shot to penetrate in the backfield. And he is taught to chase the play across the line. He has that great quickness, and once again, he makes an outstanding play.
It's 3rd down and 20 for Southern California. Salisbury, quick pop. Ball comes loose. Harper takes a wallop from Tony Lilly. He had the ball, and Lilly just knocked him loose from it.
And Marshall made Salisbury throw the ball before he wanted to. Salisbury blitzed inside. Watch him. Marshall blitzes inside the tackle this time, and there's no one there. He's free. The guard had pulled out thinking he was coming from the outside, and you can see that Salisbury had no chance except to get rid of the ball.
Sets it up on the 36. It'll be a 46-yard field goal attempt. He has the range. The hold is good. The kick is up. It is wide to the right. So the Florida Gators defense is taking the game away from Southern California with 6:52 to go in the third quarter.
Salisbury's changing the play.
Goes to Crutcher, student body right. Wilber Jackson. Wilber Marshall, I should say. Not Wilber Jackson. Spencer Jackson.
Another sensational play. I'm not sure that Harper not only wouldn't have made the first down if Wilber Marshall coming from across the backfield. He has done this all his career. 9 unassisted tackles so far. Look at the speed. He is going across to try to catch the tailback on the student body sweep, and there he is, grabbing Crutcher and throwing him to the ground.
Marshall, bottom of the picture. There's not much there, is it?
Wilber Marshall took on Kamenau, the fullback, and there was nothing there. Again, it was Wilber Marshall. He made the play with the fullback's feet, the offensive fullback's feet.
Second down, call it 11 from the 20 outside the 23.
Safety blitz.
Salisbury, broken play, pulls it down, tries to run it, gets a little bit out of it, gets it down to the 20. He's a left-hander. He gives the ball to Hampton. Hampton trying to go outside. Gets away from Keith Browner and turns the corner to the 40, where Joey Browner knocks him out of bounds.
There's Sean Salisbury getting a little bit of a rough introduction to college football against this fine Florida football team and the outstanding defensive play of one Wilber Marshall.
38 yards. This one, they're going to put it down on the 18. It is up. It is good. So with 12 minutes and 37 seconds to play, a 28-yard field goal makes Florida's lead now 17-3. Third and 15 from the 30. Pressure. Gets it off, going deep. White's down there. Vaughn's with him. Vaughn intercepts it. He couldn't throw it far enough. Salisbury will put it up. Can't do it. It is popped up in the air. It is picked up by a big offensive lineman for Southern Cal, number 73, I think it is. It'd be Salisbury looking for Simmons. Goes deep for White. It is intercepted by Curry. Ivory Curry. It was a bad choice by Salisbury. He looked at Simmons. He wasn't available. He tried to go deep for White. White had 3 red shirts back there with him. Salisbury elected to go deep. He didn't throw it far enough. And the Gators come away with the 4th USC turnover,
number 18,
interception.
Lilly, the safety man, intercepted a pass against Miami last week. The ball is slightly underthrown, or it might have been there. You can see White, number 6. He has gotten in behind number 47, Vaughn. From the opposite side comes number 26, Curry, and he makes the play. The safety man, Lilly, was up playing the short man.
15-0 at halftime. Sean Salisbury going to put it up. He throws his 3rd interception of the day. It is picked off by Randy Clark.
He fumbled the ball, but Florida got it back.
Field with 73,238 people here, a new attendance record for the University of Florida erupts in a joyous roar with 1 minute and 33 to play. Gators get Salisbury. The ball is knocked loose. Florida has defeated Southern California by a score of 17-9. The biggest wins in the University of Florida Gator football history. You don't think Charlie Powell isn't happy?
I don't blame him. That's a great picture. You know how a coach feels after a win like that.
Betcha. So once again, our final score, Florida 17, Southern California 9.